Welcome back, everyone. My guest today is April J. Ford. She is a best-selling author. She's a motivational coach, and she came about, you started doing this because basically you faced some serious adversity in your life. Tell everyone really quick, in a nutshell, how you started this and why you want to help people with combating loneliness specifically.
Well, Amanda, the first time I was raped by my mother's boyfriend, I was only 9 years old, and this lasted for 10 years. And at this point, my mother and him were married, so here I was in the middle of high school, pregnant with my stepbrother. I couldn't tell my mother this, and I was forced to lie and say that I just went to a party and got pregnant. So the three of us had a meeting on what are we going to do with this baby. And at that meeting, they made me commit to giving my baby away. So at 16, I give birth at Kaiser Medical Center to a baby boy named Marcus. And just for one day, I was able to hold him in my arms, knowing that they were going to take him away from me forever. And that began years and years of loneliness because the one person that I loved was gone forever. So loneliness has been an overriding theme of my life. In fact, millions of Americans.
You also lost your husband at a young age.
Yes. At the age of 32, I unexpectedly became a widow. Actually, that was the turning point of my life because life was great. We built a beautiful family with 2 children. Their names are Anaya and Alan. And we were supposed to go on a 2-month paid sabbatical from Intel, but that morning something was wrong. His name was Lincoln, and he had trouble breathing. He started sweating buckets and buckets of sweat, and he started to say his last rites as if he knew he was dying. So I immediately called 911, and when the paramedics arrived, it was as if they were just moving in slow motion. So by the time we got to the hospital, all I could hear on the intercom was code blue. So I never really got to say goodbye to my Lincoln, and when I got home, I was faced with a question from my 4- and 5-year-old, Mommy, where's Daddy? And then beyond that, I was asking myself, where's my soulmate?
You, because of your background of dealing with so much more than a lot of people have dealt with, you wrote this book called You Are Not Alone.
Yes.
The book really focuses, though, on loneliness, and you have a 4-step approach to this. What is the 4-step approach to this?
The first R in the 4-step formula to break through loneliness is one, to recognize the rubble. There are roadblocks and barriers. And the second is to respond by creating a recovery plan so you can break through those barriers.
The third is reevaluate.
Reevaluate. Yeah, because we make plans and you have to continually reevaluate your plans.
And also rebalance.
Rebalance the relationships that bring meaning and value to you, and ask yourself the same question, who do I bring meaning and value to? To be able to do that, you have to have a positive mindset and thought process that is positive with yourself to start with.
And all of these things, obviously easier said than done, but your book obviously goes beyond that, right?
Right. And my overall mission is to really eradicate loneliness in the world, because I can say with true confidence and certainty that you out there are not alone. And loneliness has been an overriding theme of my life, and I think people really need to grasp that a recent study, according to BYU, that the trend is causing an alarming rate because it's surpassing obesity and substance abuse, and it's being linked to mortality.
And I think it's also a topic that just a lot of people don't talk about, so
Right.
It's nice that you're bringing this to light.
Yeah.
Well, April, thank you so much for your time. April J. Ford, she's the best-selling author of You Are Not Alone, and you also have a website as well, correct?
Feel Joy Again.
feeljoyagain.com, right?
Yes.
You're just such a nice lady. Thank you for sharing your story. I know you have to be brave to do that, but thank you for sharing your story.
You're not alone.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.